What's going on, Commanders fans? Um, what much is there to say? I mean, this team sucks, 45-15. Uh, there's just really not much to say about this game at all. Obviously, still gonna break down position by position, but it was just bad. I mean, no one was good today. Let's be honest. No one was good today. Curtis Samuel, he was nice. He was solid. I'll throw some clips in here as well, but this is gonna be majority unedited video. Terry McLaurin at the end of the game, he said he was doing cardio for the whole game. He was doing cardio, and that's true. He had no catches. He had no targets. Well, actually, he had 3 targets, but he had no catches, 0 yards. His third game in his career where he's had no catches at all, no target. Oh, not catches. So I mean, it was just terrible, 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 terrible game. Really, not much you could say. Let's just go position by position real quick because there's really not much. First of all, actually, Eric Bieniemy. For the fans who still want Eric Bieniemy as our head coach, is this who y'all want as our head coach? He is awful. You go shotgun on a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. I honestly forgot because when after the Dolphins scored another touchdown to have 35 points, I honestly turned the TV off. I'm not gonna lie, turned the game off. I was done. All right, stop watching the game. But Eric Bieniemy, he had terrible play. He ran a screen pass on 3rd and 17. Are you kidding me right now? How are you gonna run a screen pass on 3rd and 17, bro? I mean, that is terrible. That is utterly terrible. I mean, man, and we said it's just bad. I just don't know. Eric Bieniemy, he's not it. Um, defense was horrible. I mean, you give up 45 points. Defense was horrible. Oh, Eric Bieniemy. Let me go up on Eric Bieniemy real quick. The Sam Howell pick six. That's not on Eric Bieniemy in my opinion. You could say that's good defense by the Dolphins because it was a screen pass, and Andrew Van Ginkel just timed that perfectly. But you could also say it's Eric Bieniemy's fault because if you saw on the screen pass, there were 2 receivers looking for the screen. There should on the same side, by the way. You can do a receiver on each side, but 2 receivers on the same side looking for the screen pass. I mean, that's terrible. That's terrible. Maybe one of the receivers was like faking it, and then they could go block. But you should never, ever, ever have 2 receivers on the same side looking for the screen pass. I mean, that was just bad. That was absolutely terrible play calling by Eric Bieniemy. Overall, bad day. I mean, offense in general, it was just bad. Okay, Sam Howell, he wasn't great. 12 for 23, 127 yards, an interception. He was sacked 3 times. He did have that nice rushing touchdown. I like that, but he had our only 2 touchdowns of the game, so it wasn't great. Curtis Samuel, Brian Robinson, and Curtis Samuel were probably our best offensive players today. B. Rob had 7 carries for 53 yards. Gibson had 10 for 35. Not the best. C. Rod had 7 carries for 29 yards. Curtis Samuel, 4 receptions for 65 yards. Jahan Dotson, 2 catches for 23 yards. And Tony Gibson, 4 catches for 37 yards. Man, Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson, they just don't get utilized. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and it hurts me to say this. We might just have to move on from Terry McLaurin this offseason. I still love Terry, right? But he's 28 at this point. It's his 5th season. This team is it's terrible, okay? And we're going to hit full rebuild, like a reset, full reset this offseason. Josh Harris is going to is going to remove everybody in this front office and then bring in his own guys. And then his own GM, and then that GM is going to bring in his own guys. So it's going to be a full reset, from coaches to players. And one of those players might include Terry McLaurin. So we might just end up moving on from Terry McLaurin. I don't want us to move on from Terry McLaurin, but if we did, I would totally understand it because with the way the season's going, no one's safe for next season. Nobody is safe. Like John Allen, he's not safe. The only player you could say who's safe as of right now is probably Deron Payne because he just got extended. Other than that, no one is safe. No one on the offensive side of the ball. No one on the defense side of the ball. No one on special teams. Hey, Cameron Cheeseman, he had that high snap earlier on the Joey slide, I think. Missed field goal or missed extra point. Terrible. Cameron Cheeseman, he was terrible today. He's been terrible all season long. We really traded up for him. Okay, Ron Rivera traded up for him, a long snapper, and he's performing this bad. It's unbelievable, man. It really is. Let's see. Defense, like I said, was terrible. The game was sold out, first off. And it was majority Dolphins fans. Well, it was like 95% Dolphins fans, 5% Commanders fans. I'm pretty sure Commanders fans left early as well. Rightfully so. I mean, this team is terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's embarrassing. First, embarrassing. Like, this team isn't good. Even Dolphins fans, I'm pretty sure I heard they were chanting, "Let's go Dolphins, let's go." So they were chanting all that. So it was a Dolphins home game. It really was. Cody Barton, I mean, no one was really good on the defensive side. I mean, on the first Dolphins drive, we let up that 78-yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill. Quan Martin was on him. Why are we? And Ron Rivera, he was supposed to, like, he's calling plays now. He's calling the shots on defense now. I knew things weren't going to change. I mean, one-on-one, Quan Martin, one-on-one with Tyreek Hill. You knew, like, how do you, like, I just don't understand that. Why do you leave? Why do you have Quan Martin one-on-one with Tyreek Hill? Why would you ever have your guy one-on-one with Tyreek Hill, the fastest player in the NFL? Makes no sense. Nothing has changed. This defense is still terrible. Jamin Davis, he had 8 tackles, 2 tackles for loss today. Jamin Davis wasn't terrible. Cody Barton was pretty bad. Jartavius Martin, he wasn't great. No one was good. I mean, Percy Butler, he was bad. Benjamin St. Juice, he got cooked here and there. I don't even think we had a sack today. We didn't. That's sad. KJ Henry, he was all right. Benjamin St. Juice, like I said, he was terrible. Payne, he was, I'm not going to lie, Payne had some really embarrassing moments out there, and he was getting bullied sometimes during the game. So, he wasn't great. Jonathan Allen, motivational speaker. He didn't do anything today. So, and other than that, it was just bad. All right. So, there's really not much to talk about in this game. Overall, we're not good. The only positive to take away from this game is us losing. We now have the 4th overall pick. We now have the 4th overall pick for next year's draft, the 2024 NFL draft. So that's amazing. Okay, that's amazing. All right, that's great. But other than that, it's terrible. You guys will most likely see a mock draft this week. Sometime this week. It's been King Sean and I'm out. Peace.